Hey! In the meantime, 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 in between time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, boom, 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 time.
Yes. Welcome back to another episode of In the Meantime. Yes, CurlyLoxx the voice box a check in and yeah man. Episode 29 entitled Weapons of Mass Destruction. Part 4. Yes. I'm going to show the item in the night, yeah man. Say, we one track mind, yes. And the over simple idea we give we ourselves. Give we all kind of illusion where we are live by, where we distract we from the real problem. We bring back every problem where we are trying to, I should say think we are trying to escape from. Right back in our life, and if we don't fix it through practice, yeah man, them just all keep coming, no matter what we ball say man, I tell you that. And this problem here, where these illusions are distract we from, this major problem, again, we have to bring it up, is addiction, yeah man, I talk about that tonight. Yeah man, Purple Nation, big up the eye themself, Rasta, I tell you. Yes, this is the home, yeah man, of people who are not one particular thing or one particular way or the other. But they are who their situation morally dictates that they be at a particular time. Yes, man. This is no red pill or blue pill thing. This is Purple Nation, where we mix the red pill with the blue pill and get a balance.
When we say purple, we mean that.
Alright, watch I know. I'm going to move on, you know. Yeah, man, I'm going to read a few of the comments them from last episode 28. Yeah, so most people are saying, yes, them love the point of view when we share in terms of going deeper on those things with Damien did I express. Anyway, Stepper 101 I say, a pure facts, Damien attack. Fair enough, Stepper, but facts in our world built on lies are actually lies.
What you mean?
Boy, me I tell you, you know, boy, every problem is a math problem. I can't say that enough, you know.
What could you be getting at now? What are you trying to say?
What you mean? It's self-explanatory, Bridget.
Can you really even explain such nonsense?
It simply means, say, if we live in a world where everything what we know from we born is an illusion, that would mean, say, whatever we are going to see and interpret as the biggest truth come from a flawed belief system that does not measure or assess nothing in the entirety in terms of the details. Whatever we use that belief system to interpret, are going to be a lie. Because that kind of one-dimensional truth and its claim to validity is coming from a source that is ill-informed and therefore is a fucking lie, no matter where it dress up in her. My entire book, Planet Earth, the Idea and the Process, is dedicated to explaining this reality and regaining control over your mind instead of the other way around. Then when you understand your mind now, you can better understand and process the information in Planet Earth Volume 2, The Courage to Offend. That will be coming out not so shortly, but soon enough. I'm going to dive deeper into this whole one-dimensional, one-track mind thing in my too long-awaited upcoming visual podcast, The Rebellious Truth. Yeah, man. So I see a comment here now from Crocodile Teeth. He must say, CurlyLoxx, I think you mean Jasmine Dean, the UE attendee. Ananda Dean was the little girl who attended the primary school in Whitehall back in 2008. Yes, Crocodile Teeth, yeah man, duly noted, yeah man, I give thanks. I appreciate that correction. And for those who don't know, that correction is in relation to me saying on the last episode that the gun finger influenced the people them like the man them now we take away Jasmine Dean, I mean say Ananda Dean. Hey, you saw it serious, Pastor, this subconscious.
Really serious?
It's a living, me personally, this one, that mistake is a living example of what me say every day. Ananda Dean for the longest while in Jamaica was related. Yeah man, we assigned that name to these kind of gruesome murders and them type of thing there for the longest while. So subconsciously now it's like them kind of crosses, they just follow that last name. And once it's a Dean, it's Ananda Dean. Hey, it's serious in a Rasta. So yes, me take that correction. Yes, my virgin, big up Crocodile. Yeah man, me did really mean to say Jasmine Dean. Yeah man. Boy, it's like every week is a different set of serious crime against woman and picnic and them thing there. Because we see a 21-year-old man kill a 14-year-old girl. Me also I see we don't a Centania now. Two wicked thing happen. Yeah man, a man fuck a little 5-year-old boy. And then 5 man fuck a 13-year-old girl. In her body. Wagwan a Centan. Hey, mine no make corporate Jamaica dig up Bob Marley and carry him up the road and start see you at and him come from, you know. Because you know so when the media start repeat anything at all, you know. All uno see him what a Centan, we start believe it.
Really?
Yeah, man, all Bob Marley pity them good have it turn up trunk if you don't start believe it. You think media easy something? And the rules of narcissism, them work off a straight. Anyway, I want different topic that I soon cover it. The good people of Centan and Jamaica overall have to start get wicked on these people. Because the system now work.
System needs cleaning up indeed.
Yeah, man, brethren, me I tell you, if you see a man get bail on these cases, it send a serious message to the justice system. Dizzy. It was some sweet sugar water. It dropped down flat. This look like stroke.
I could never get why people always seem to end up in the same place. Back at square one on the issue of crime and violence. I'm baffled. Especially the crimes against women and children. I have no words.
Actually, because we have too much words and no action. And I go and talk about why we don't have no action. Alright. I'm going to read a comment and we get into that. Alright, the next comment is coming from Dancehall Entertainment. Dancehall Entertainment say, I disagree with your opposing view to Damien's assessment of violence in dancehall. It is obvious that regardless if a criminal feels respected or not, he/she will continue with their criminal activities. This have been made even more evident recently with the violence against women, because 3/4, if not the whole country, expressed their disgust towards them, and that just drove them to do it more. I think you don't realize that there is a large portion of people who are motivated by disapproval. Alright, Dancehall Entertainment, as the item know, the item comments are welcome, yeah man, because a discussion for me, an opportunity to get it right if me not have it right. So, you say that, but me I go say this. The man/woman, we are do the violence. No say, the people, or let's say then, the girl we might affect then. If you have better analogy. The girl we might affect with him violence will come running back. No matter where the fuck she or anyone else we might affect with him violence.
You really think so?
Yeah man. No matter where them say them no like, they might end up right back there.
Why is that though?
Because again, the problem is that we are addicts. Most people are addicts. We're addicted to the conditions where we are complaining about.
Addicted to problems while complaining about them, you're saying?
Yeah, man. Whether the girl a ball about beating, or the country a ball about violence, or the artist a ball about leader for the country, are the same reality, brethren.
Really?
All of these people we are complaining is like a crackhead. I try protest them drug dealer. The drug dealer knows say them not believe what them a say. And keep giving them more of what them say and I try believe say them don't.
So what you think is the apparent cause of this cycle? Where it appears despite the politicians' intentions they are not changing. And the artists, however, conscious and demanding certain change are themselves not changing, singing the same old nonsense. What you think causes that, my brother?
Because the artists and celebrities who sell poisonous ideologies, I should have said beliefs then, for a living, I follow the same flawed model of success, where even the victim of the lies with them a sell. I follow. So both the drug dealer and the client, in the case of ideologies then, or beliefs, are addicts to an idea of success that is the biggest
What
failure.
would you say that is though?
Oh, you mean what is that? Are the money and status and fame with them used to make them relevant with the corporate slave master give
Really?
them? Yeah, man, at them, are the pimp or the supplier of that ideological drug, I should have said belief system. Like any other drug. The more them get, and the more them want, and the more them have it, and the more them though willing to lose it, which is the greatest loss, because them morals or any need to do the right thing is now compromised. Ultimately, because of them belief system, attention become the biggest drug. Because them can't give up them drugs in order to do the right thing. Because them is an addict. And at the same thing with most wife and girlfriend where you say a complain. So the problem are you. Them know say are the drugs, you know. But rather make you take the fall feet. Because of them ego. But them addicted to a flawed social order. We never make for live so. In our natural state and so we live. In a constant competition instead of cooperation. And the same addiction yeah, make negative news can't go to circulation in our brethren. Because what? The very business where we depend on for survival is rooted in the immature idea of success being driven by excess competition. Them sell the same one-dimensional narrative where cause all of the problem them to make a profit. Yeah man, them profit from the immaturity and the infantile thinking of the masses. Therefore, in a world where our idea of success is seen as one being above and others below, almost every aspect of the business model or structure, if it is to remain intact, will create swift competition among everyone, including couples, may I tell you that? For the so-called survival.
What do you mean by so-called survival? Isn't it survival though?
No, it's not a need for survival. Because this competition is a need for be important. So for example, the immature girl now gonna do the right thing and hold it with a man when her friend them seem to be so happy. You're mad. She gonna find excuse and cut. And on the flip side, the immature man now gonna hold it with a one girl there. When every song plus him friend them a say him a gal clown. For respect a girl, we truly hold it for him from day one. He must go have 10 gal to please them. Yeah, man. And based on socialization, if she not turn up strong, she not even respect him to hold it with her either. Why you tell us it rough? When you don't understand the manipulation we are going with the mind in a bridging in this system here, you know. Do the right thing for every level require the courage to be irrelevant. And not give a fuck about other people's opinion. And that is a hard thing to do. Because we are addicted to the wrong ideas of what we think relevance is.
But relevance is important though. People have to be relevant, my brother.
Me not disagree. But everything a balance. The people who are truly powerful in the world don't seek relevance. Remember me tell you that. You don't know none of the people them are truly powerful. It is our addiction to the wrong idea of relevance where cause the whole of the problem. What make you think, say, the media, for example, newspaper then, will take the words of somebody with them an interview and twist it so it's more appealing to them spiritually immature masses who are the majority of them consumers who are addicted to drama. It is the fear of being irrelevant. So in order to be the most important one or the one at the top, them no care who them destroy. Whether the person who them interview and twist up them words or the people where them a sell these lies. While them tell themselves that the other media houses can push the truth and the other media house I think the same thing about them. And I saw the focus stay in a rotation. And that's why you see many people don't like, share and subscribe to in the meantime, you know. Because every one of them I tell themselves that them alone just a listen. And that's a real talk. The next man can like, share and subscribe, man. And just me alone. And everyone I think the same way. What you think I got? No fuck the program get. Yeah, man, every man I say the next man can do the right thing. Them not have to do nothing. Or I say for them contribution or lack thereof, not change nothing. Yeah, man, every man I say the next man can do the right thing, but them have to eat a food. Nobody no know for them life. I know everyone end up a ask question where them don't want the answers for the rest of them life because the truth is they are addicted to the lifestyle, things and people where them think them eat and don't want to know it. And the cable and the internet expose people to these abominable lifestyle. But who are going to refuse the money we to bring to solve the problem? Surely not the man we addicted to the relevance and importance. We're getting this money at all costs. By any means.
No one wants to lose, you say.
Exactly. So what them prefer though? Still sell the same poison what them are complain about through the cable and the internet and hope for the best, which is like a crack dealer then. Selling the crack to the addict. And I say, smoke it responsibly. Just like what them tell you about the alcohol. Where they behind the numerous fatalities, road and otherwise, every single day. And yet, none of them not even consider to stop selling it or come up with better programs to regulate the use of it. But in them conscious reality, them are good people who wish the best for others. For the average person, this is a conscious illusion where them cling to feel better about themselves. With this illusion of what success is, where outcome become tied to income. If anyone have to do the right thing, them have to go Lego income. I can't say that enough. So like all a little boy and a little girl are batty with them trouble they know. Yeah, go see how fast the media and the people who burn crime every week and ask what cause it. You see how fast them cover it up. Because one now, the gays and pedophile them well organized and have them money all bout to strangle some people in the high places. So no negative news about Batty. Mustn't run too long.
You really think so?
Oh, you mean? You know, so them already put a gag order upon the case of the 13-year-old girl, where it is alleged the 5-man booger. And that the guys said them no want the public to compromise the case. And as usual, them just find something for offended and outraged about. When me talk about Antonio Watson gun finger gesture out of Champs recently. I tell you, say, how the whole world come down upon the youth for symbolically shoot him opponent with a deadly gun finger. Boy, and ironically, the whole stands, yeah man, the whole of bleachers and grandstand, did I use them gun finger for the whole morning before that happened, me sure. You understand? And none of the newspaper, them or the media, them never pick up that problem here. None of the political rallies, them. So I guess a little youth might see that and feel like nothing would wrong if him do it. And even though me talk on last episode about this same gun finger thing here before all of this happen. Now, unless the average person consider it because in a them mind, them not mean nothing by it. But in essence, it send a message to certain things. Okay. And that are my view upon it and still is my view upon it. But why should one little youth become the scapegoat? We invent it. We seem like a him make it up. See it come right back round there. Yeah, man, when me I do something, something totally different me I do, but when the next person do it, I something else. Yeah, man. Me hungry, but them greedy. You see it? I tell you. Boy, when me go back home and lick my gun finger, you know, hey, me don't mean nothing by it, man. But how dare that little youth go do something so appalling? Him a cause the whole of the crime in the country, them thing, you see it?
But, my brother, you must agree that there is time and place for everything, though.
Yeah, man, of course. Time and place for everything. I believe that. Including, yes, man, it should include you critically analyzing your own self. I mean, not tell no one how to live them life, you know, but anytime somebody talks something negative and it involve a homosexual act, you hear the person homophobic, forget them for stop talk. But me not tell a soul what to do with them life. Most people will talk them way, I just don't like fuckery overall, no matter who it involve. Them not homophobic, them fuckrophobic. My own a word. It mean allergic to fuckery. And the word of the day that not found in any dictionary. Yeah, man, the right thing to do will never win as long as people feel that them have too much to lose. And here is another unexplored side to it. Influence again don't come straight. What influences or motivate people to act on the message where the music are send are ideas that our imagination simplify. So when we hear a song or watch a show then, we glamorize certain behavior and make it look good and we see people respect it. And we move towards it. And our imagination do that. Yeah, man. The bad man was attracted by an idea where mistake for the process. The process never come first in anything yet, you know, always the idea.
I don't believe that. I don't.
Well, no, man, if a man could have experienced the process first, I guarantee you say 98% of people wouldn't go in a crime.
You believe that?
Yeah, man. We only think about the man where people fear and respect, not the man who have to spend his life hide in a bush and can't fucking baby mother. When a man think about badness, him never think about the shot them where fly past him ears or factor in. Police a tell you what time a shit in hours. Or a bedside a boy and live with water for how much years instead of live with your woman and picnic them. Nobody not think about that.
Find out when it's late, you're saying?
Yeah, man. The idea of badness or nothing at all no come with the process. Or just the idea. So most man find out when it late. When him in too deep. Because him now find himself a kill people before them kill him. Because him did kill somebody for them. When him did that thing, say it a go be just like in the movies. Or in the song, we make it appear, say there was no consequences. Just sex, fun and music and wake up the next day and do it all over again. Them learn the hard way, but most don't come back and tell nobody because of them ego. And even if some of them do that, that at the point where them become irrelevant. Yeah, man, him become seen as a failure to those who him a try to help prevent the same part where him go pan and go find out say a fuckery. Them start say, what do him? I want him to mash up, I want him to feel at badness. In a for them head, badness is still a fucking idea. And the man will experience the fucking process can blood clot tell you. Because your imagination make you think you know. It's a game. Real badness in a real life, not pretty like the life of the artists I portray. With brilliant lyrics and wonderful melodies. Alright, let me tell you something. You have a youth name, Cedric Daggy Murray, one of Jamaica most wanted, where didn't have a gang name, Stone Crusher, from down at Mobile. The man write a diary. Go to Google now when you done listen to this and type in Diary of a Gunman. I make Daggy tell you himself how and why he misunderstand it. The idea look sweet, but the reality a lie. And again, I see him so for the little girl. You remember that little girl that I'm telling about from weird in one of the episodes of the first part there, so. Yeah, man, that little girl there we go bubble pan cocky. I never think. All she know the boy I can look the same like Alkaline and in a fear imagination. She have fear one version of Alkaline until she breed and find the Benz truck and the millions for mine baby. Missing, she never did a think about that. She watch or listen to Cardi B, who is the trending female to be. No pun intended. I say wet ass pussy. Yeah man, then fuck. Turn fuckery. When the process drop in. And she angry, frustrated and start cause both Alkaline and him look alike. I say a them. When a she.
In the meantime.
Yeah, man, if you know, so this is Leela I Can right and now you're listening to In the Meantime with CurlyLoxx, the voice box. Check it. I spy that you see something you might like.
As usual, this section of the program is brought to you by Madvert Multimedia. If it's not Madvert, it's not an advert. Yes, Rasta, me I tell you, I want to tell you, them say Madvert website, which is www.madvertmultimedia.com. Yes, man. Fully up and running now. Yes, everything a function. Yeah, so check them out, yeah, man. Check out them services. Them deal with international standard. Yeah, man. Kind of advertisement, music videos and them thing. Them I tell you, them are the greatest thing in this, man. Yeah, man, and them say WhatsApp only. For now, the number on the website. For now, yes. So check it out and give them a link. For all your advertisement needs, etc. Yes, man. And this section is also brought to you by Vicebox Studios, the Vice of a nation. And Rebel 13 Collections, it's at Rebel 13 Collections for the finest in custom design, clothing, and everything printing except fingerprinting. Also brought to you by the original Kingston 13 clothing line, yeah man. The link to support this merchandise is in the description below. Yes, and this section is also brought to you by Bounce About Kids Party Rentals, yes man. To customize an experience for your child that they will never forget. Don't bounce go all about. Bounce About. That's at BUNX About. Yeah, man, on Instagram. And the number to call is 876-404-1714. Also brought to you by Renaissance Immigration. Yeah, man, the roughest thing of Canada for immigration issues. You think about it, me I tell you, them can deal with it. And the consultation is totally free, completely free. And the number to call is 437-703-1147. And where they are now, America with immigration crosses a follow you and just a listen that thing about Renaissance Immigration. And as a boy, I wish me never service like that over that side. Yeah. Well, not to worry. You have a thing with him, Lewis Law Professional Association. Me I tell you, are the greatest thing in immigration issues. In America, me not talk certain things light. Remember, me tell you that. Them deal with visa, citizenship, deportation, removal of any kind of condition once it related to immigration services. We are follow you up, you know, waivers and them thing there. Yeah, man, me I tell you. They will make you get your green card, man. Or if you get red card already, me I tell you, they will deal with the referee for you. You know, me as a red card, me I talk about deportation. Yeah, man, them that good. The number to call is 954-530-1717. Say thanks, Vicebox. All right, you're welcome. You're welcome.
In the meantime.
In the meantime and in between time, what is coming is coming.
Yes. So, the letter of the day, yes, man, coming to In the Meantime Radio Show at gmail.com is coming from Amanda Whitaker. She say, good night, CurlyLoxx, the Vice Box. Yes, I don't know where to start. I am really nervous writing this. I turned 17 years old on April 15th of this year. I may be young, but I've gone through hell. But you, sir, helped me in a way I have no words to describe. It was a friend of mine who gave me your book for my birthday and told me about how, In the Meantime, saved his life and that he believed it could do the same for me, and it did. Everything turned around when I binge-watched all the episodes up to 28. I am in a better place now, and I understand a lot more about my mind and how it truly works. And I am fighting to practice the information in your book and your program, and it is working. I now realize that Antonio in your book who was cheated on by his wife Natalie and slapped with a restraining order and forced to stay away from his daughter, who grew up to hate him, is my father, and the daughter is me. In the sense where we share almost the exact same experience. My mother and father separated, and my mother took me and my sister to live with another man when I was 6 and my sister was 5. At the time, I wasn't sure why they split, but I grew up hearing from my mom how horrible men were, and I just believed it. And I, like so many young girls, prepared for an eternal battle with the opposite sex. I spent years being angry at my father for not coming to our rescue, and my mother spent years telling me that he didn't want to. I used to think his actions confirmed it, because every time I saw him, he was upset, and he and my mom were always getting into it. I found out that the man we moved in with was my father's friend, who simply had more money than my father at the time. The hell in me and my sister's life started when we were 13 and 14. One night when my mom went to visit her sister in the country, my sister woke up and found the TV on with a blue movie, and my stepfather caressing her private parts while rubbing his penis on her mouth. She fought him off and ran out of the room. She told me, and I suggested we tell our mom when she returned. And like it always goes for a lot of young girls, she didn't believe us and took his side. 1 week after, we were told that her sister in the country longed to see us and that we would be going to spend a week with her. I wondered why we needed so much clothes, but upon reaching, we found out why. We now lived with our aunt, and my mother basically stopped answering my calls. I wondered why she didn't just give us back to our father, who was more than capable of taking care of us. And even on many occasions when he tried to help, she refused it and still went around telling people he didn't want to help. It was your book and program that helped me to understand why. My aunt wasn't interested in working, as my mother often said. Yet this was the person she sent us to live with. We became slaves who had to do all the work, while our cousins, her children, played, ate, and sleep. Our aunt would often send us to the market to sell fruits or whatever produce she could find. One rainy evening, while we were trying to cross a busy road, my sister was hit by a car. She was in a bad shape. She was delirious and speaking things that didn't make any sense. She kept on saying, "Call daddy, love you daddy," while coughing up blood. And I kept on telling her not to waste her words, as none of us really knew our father. She died on her way to the hospital while holding on tightly to my hand. My mother blamed me for her death, but not more than I blamed myself. And the incident took away all my self-esteem. The girl that loved to read and learn was gone. Nothing made sense. It destroyed my father, who tried to commit suicide on 2 occasions. And I understand, because my sister was the one who never blamed or cursed him. She always tried to understand. She just loved him, regardless. And I secretly envied her for that courage. I'm ashamed to say I turned to sex to fill the void and ended up pregnant for a guy who didn't even have a job, and I never even stopped to ask if he was interested in one. To be honest, I am still struggling with a secret hatred and resentment for my mother, and I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how one person could be so evil and not notice it. Your program and book got me to see myself as someone worth forgiving and helped me to understand the many things I kept inside because I thought they made me a bad person. Can I tell you one of those secrets? The day when my sister was dying and kept saying, "Call daddy, love you daddy," I wanted her to stop talking, because that's how I truly felt about my father too. And I knew deep down that he loved us. I just wanted my mother to like me, so I put him down. I didn't understand any of it, and even when I grew to understand it, I pretended I didn't, so I could be appreciated by her. Just like the many people who I often hear you say play victim and knew better. I was that person. I don't want to be so selfish anymore. Your show made me realize that I, like many little girls, just want to be on the winning side. And the so-called single independent moms are portrayed as heroes. So I sacrificed my father so I could be seen as the strong heroine fighting for a cause that you often describe and in the meantime. I don't want to be a mother like mine. I am going to own my mistakes. I want to apologize to my father and be in his life if he will have me. I am really scared. I need my father, but I am afraid to face him after all the disrespectful things I said and did. Here is his number. Well, of course, but I'm going to read out the number. So, she said from here, so now, can you please call him and set up a meeting for me? By accomplishing this, I want to be able to somehow let my sister know that she was younger but much wiser and courageous than me, and that I took her advice and did as she asked on that last ride to glory. I called Daddy, and I am home now. Amanda. Virgin, hey, me I tell you, Virgin, if there's someone listening this when I feel that while ago, you're not even human. Me I tell you that. You're something else. Believe that. Boy, me I tell you, Virgin, me read a letter over and over. Me I tell you every time I read it. Me speechless. I don't even know where to start. Well, Amanda, right now, all me can say is, I commend you for being such a young person and really see the necessity of fighting for your mind. Anyway, abusive situations like them, you know, like them one where Amanda and her sister got through, you know. Unfortunately, them is not such rare occurrences like where many people believe or want to believe that they are. Me I tell you, a whole heap of people are suffer in a situation similar to them situation, yeah. Or this situation, yeah, I should have said. But again, in which we can't say too much, the culprit is belief system. Yeah, the belief system. Yes, the way we have around here. So in this social order, we turn we into competitors. You understand? We pit against one another. Regardless of how we try to believe, yeah, man, say, we have this good thing and we have the greatest of intentions, man. Me I tell you, say, the beliefs at the root of our social programming is a dangerous thing.
I think you may be right.
Yeah, man. Now me I tell you, say, Amanda mother like many out there. Yes, man. Many people out there is completely ignorant to the full details of everything where them a farm strong opinions from. This belief system here and the ego will run it. Make us stop at nothing to be important and validated by everyone else. In other words, this condition here, yeah, man. 2 words, sum it up. I'm going to say it again. Spiritual immaturity. Yes, that it name. This again is where we are addicted to ideas and hate the processes that bring these ideas to life in a practical way. Amanda, boy, it's sad to say, but I believe your mother, much like you were at some point in your life before finding your mind, is an addict, like every other addict who believes that nothing don't do them, and that the problem is the people who actually are trying to help them.
Is addiction the proper analogy for this situation, though, my brother?
Yeah, man. People who are addicted to ideas and don't want to process, like me say at the beginning of the program, is no different from a regular crackhead who cannot or refuse to see what the drugs are do to them. Or when them stop beard and stink like shit.
Really, though?
Yeah, man. Me say, man, we are galley saying up as so good. And I say, nothing no do him. Yeah, man. Amanda mother in this case is no different from a crackhead. She addicted to validation at all costs. And no matter where she lose, that come first. The drugs come first. Yeah, man.
And will stop at nothing to get it, you say?
Exactly. And her ego don't blind her to fear part in this whole thing. I can tell you that.
A sad reality.
Yeah, man. The social order is a big problem, man. Especially for these women. I tell you, it's serious and a lot of people don't see it. Them have this idea, said there is no consequence for them action and that them can have all things at once. And it's impossible.
Why is that, you think?
Because when you have that one-track type of belief system there, it make you have some serious unrealistic expectations of everyone and everything to perform in only one particular way. And when them don't get that, them mind just tell them, say, keep moving because this utopia, this idea of perfection with them holding at them head, is out there. And when them encounter the challenges will come in real life.
They just keep moving.
Yeah,
You
man,
say.
them feel so them for move on. Because the perfect thing with them seeing at them head is out there. Yes, man, that me I say.
But why don't they seem to recognize love, though, my brother, when somebody's genuinely showing them love?
Because when you have that type of mindset, how you going to recognize love? When it is not the one thing or the one way or the other kind of thing where you are seeing at your head. When you play Dolly House and hear say a man for perfect and just be the one way there.
I don't see it that way.
I
don't.
When you hear say a man for just tough and just, be the one tough way there, right round the clock. When time come, we require him to be gentle, what you think I go happen? She go see him as an idiot. Because flexibility and balance now have nothing to do with what she expect.
But isn't love a state of consciousness then that inspires an individual to do better, as I've often heard you say, my brother? Love inspires people to treat others a particular way. So if people are in love, I think it should work, my brother.
You're absolutely right, Virgin, but you have to go further. Because everything what people believe in at the West, rooted in a spiritual immaturity. And again, as long as we see success as having dominance over rather than victory beside, every relationship and every level are going to suffer. Because subconsciously, that make everybody we are try work with in any relationship into a competitor and not a partner. Because how we view success in anything at all make the average person into a narcissist trying to own a slave in every kind of relationship with them enter. Work and otherwise. Again, me I go tell you, no matter where you see the average person a ball about and complain about when them reach in a relationship, 95% of the time these things where them a ball and a complain about. And the truth, them just a fine excuse to constantly move on to what seems better.
Why do you believe that?
Because, again, brethren, them addicted to the idea of everything. So when them there with anybody at all and the idea fade and they are now introduced to the process where it take to make the relationship work, them Afghan because them not socialize to deal with this process and the challenges will come with it. Imagine, for example, a girl socialize to believe from she born to she a princess. When she grow up now and go deal with man and challenge come, princess no help nobody lift up nothing. And that's how this thing have to go.
In the meantime.
Chicks the king of the purple nation. When we say purple, we mean that.
Yeah, man, me I tell you, yes, this addiction to relevance, where we believe can come from just ideas without process, is a serious thing. Yeah, man, most of we don't like see our own faults. Everything of somebody else. With that approach to anything and any level, you go feel. Because again, how you do anything is how you do everything. So without the girl, we are look for the perfect man and can't settle. Because it take work to make it work. Until them all and then a ball so them can't find a good man. Or at the youth, we are overvalue talent and overlook attitude. The outcome are the same. Now we're going. Coming like a man who sit down at Jamaica cuss him family them at Canada. And I said them nah help him. I would have never try go Canada. Go help himself. Because in his own imagination, him see Canadian embassy like a prison where them a lock up people who get turned down. And if him don't know nobody, when no Renaissance immigration, him wouldn't even know say. There is many ways to enter Canada. Other than the many shameful things him think him have to do to achieve permanent residency. And if you tell him call 437-703-1147 to 8, him want somebody do it for him. Because according to him not chat to people. And if a boy ever diss him, nobody know in him leg, and furthermore in him mind them thing because a bag of money. And if him just willing to stop mad off himself in his own imagination, he would have realized that the consultation is totally free. Him just want to sit down and cuss off people who are trying to help him. And then I wonder why all of the crosses where the Romans ever make, including Jesus' own, follow him. Now this song is a pre-release, it's not even mixed. And at the same artist, Kezwan the One, aka Tara Boy, when we premiere and last episode with a song we named Pain. Yeah man, this youth here, like many coming up now, is a proud student of In the Meantime. Him say in the meantime, change him whole life and outlook. So much so that it inspire him to write this one here. Don't watch the endorsement in the intro, it's not a dub, it's a 45. Here goes.
Yo, CurlyLoxx the voice box.
Are you inspired the one with In the Meantime? Some motherfucker from you got Bingirai from Stir It Up Volume 11 starts everything clear. And this affiliates them we get a fight and blind to the real obstacle in them way. How much time? Yeah, go run from the work and still want everything fine. How much time? The marks so you not shine and you go say people too bad mind. How much signs? It a go take for your lead out. Stop stay behind. How much price? You a go pay and not gain. And what you think cause you're paying? The way or you stay make you not reach further. The way or you stay.
That's like the hot daddy. Go ahead.
Yo, CurlyLoxx the voice box. Are you inspired the one with In the Meantime? Some motherfucker from you got Bingirai from Stir It Up Volume 11 starts everything clear. And this affiliates them we get a fight and blind to the real obstacle in them way. How much time? Yeah, go run from the work and still want everything fine. How much time? The marks so you not shine and you go say people too bad mind. How much signs? It a go take for your lead out. Stop stay behind. How much price? You a go pay and not gain. And what you think cause you're paying? The way or you stay make you not reach further. The way or you stay make life not bright like a bird. The way or you stay make you find problem and never search for. The way or you stay. The way or you stay. No talented dudes me know wet on gruff. Last night them ego the boss get stuck. Gifted in a life and them still get fucked. Them a look for and don't get.
You're now tuned in the CurlyLoxx device box. And in the meantime, CurlyLoxx. Are you boss bush lad? Homage to you, madam. Backlax come. Still I boom. CurlyLoxx. In the meantime, you have to the bush lad to that. Press play.
Yo, CurlyLoxx the voice box. Are you inspired the one with In the Meantime? Some motherfucker from you got Bingirai from Stir It Up Volume 11 starts everything clear. And this affiliates them we get a fight and blind to the real obstacle in them way. How much time? Yeah, go run from the work and still want everything fine. How much time? The marks so you not shine and you go say people too bad mind. How much signs? It a go take for your lead out. Stop stay behind. How much price? You a go pay and not gain. And what you think cause you're paying? The way or you stay make you not reach further. The way or you stay make life not bright like a bird. The way or you stay make you find problem and never search for. The way or you stay. The way or you stay. No talented dudes me know wet on gruff. Last night them ego the boss get stuck. Gifted in a life and them still get fucked. Them a look for handouts yet no sweat no boss. Me got faith na me muscles. Me no believe na luck. When I don't in the gun and stay light you fi up. Me too fierce if you beg. People me not just work till my hands were full of money like posters. Work harder. Don't watch your face, youth. Work smarter. Get the youth. Work harder. No use no excuse, but no government. You don't have to have a mother or father. The way where you stay, make you not reach further. The way where you stay, make life not bright like a bird. The way where you stay, make you find problem and never search for. The way where you stay, the way where you stay. So stop from hate everybody and I blame everybody, cause I you cause for your dumb fall. You make it not reach far. You make it not reach far. You a star. Look like you don't know who you are. You a star. Dust of the way for you stay. Make you not reach further. The way or you stay. Make life not burn like a bird. The way or you stay. Make you find problem and never search for. The way or you stay. The way or you stay.
Yes, that was Tara Boy, a very powerful one. Yeah man, coming soon. Alright, yes, my book Planet Earth, The Idea and the Process is locally available at JA Deals. Yeah, located at the Plaza right across from Transport Center. They also have a branch in Black River, St. Elizabeth. It is also available in Westmoreland at Tash Chemicals. Yeah, man, call 876-354-7543 for directions, yeah, man, to that place. Also available at a place named Cellular Repairs upstairs Island Grill, Twin Gates Plaza, and also in Kingston Bookshop at selected locations island-wide. You can also DM me on Instagram at CurlyLoxx_device for courier services to your area. The audio version of Planet Earth, The Idea and the Process, yes man, is now available on www.planetearthbook.com, yeah man. It will be available on Amazon in a few weeks, so give thanks in advance for the support.
In the meantime,
CurlyLoxx, are you mix the red pill with the blue pill and get the purple pill? That means balance. That's Purple Nation. Spread it across the nation.
Youngster is purple. I tell you family say that. When we say purple, we mean that.
Yeah man, Purple Nation, me I tell you say, yeah man, the social order, me I tell you, is a dangerous thing in our psychology, me I tell you that. Yeah man, a whole lot of people where you see out there suffer bad because them don't understand them mind and I try use problem, solve problem. And because of this, they must suffer from themselves and don't know.
Socialized wrong, you saying?
Yes, man, not the socialization. Because all Amanda mother they know. We can tell you. So we should complain about the father this, the father that, even before them left. She don't want the man to do what she complain about. Because if him do what she complain about, then she don't get to be the hero and do it on her own because of that society celebrate. But make you think, Amanda mother refuse her father help. And then walk and tell people, say, nah, help.
Why is that, you think?
Because in order to be the hero, she have to write. So before she accepts that this man is a good man, we mean him youth them good, she rather send the youth them a country go suffer, just so she can get for right.
Really?
Yeah,
people
man.
Are that cruel?
Yes, man. What I mean if people wicked so. But remember, brethren, you have to forgive them, because them don't know, say them are addict. These people need help, brethren. And in the meantime, it's rehab. That is why you hear me say, it is who it is for. Because only a rare set of addict find the kind of courage to take responsibility for them action and do something about them condition. Like when you see this little girl here do. And a man, I'm going to tell you again, boy, I don't have words for describe how sorry me say you have to go through those things. But your mother need help. Not condemnation. I know say it hard if you know hate her, But you have to understand, she's not in her right mind. She's no different from any other mad person. Only in this case. In my opinion, she has suffered from the most popular version of insanity, where majority of people suffer from, that is never diagnosed. And it's the one we call ideological insanity.
So people are crazy based on what they believe? You're saying based on the coining of that term?
Yeah, man, the things how we believe, yes, man, make we insane and don't know. And what make we truly insane, in my opinion, is not just we beliefs, but is the refusal to question those beliefs. But instead, question the sanity of others who brave enough to question these beliefs. Some of the time in our man, you have to understand, say, when you, no matter how you're young, discover certain information and you decide to put it into practice, it make you into the parent of your parents whole heap of time because you know more spiritually advanced than the people that bring in at the earth. How much people out there where you listen to this now? Find yourself if you call out some people at some rum bar. And that's when I tell you, so don't give the man no rum or give the woman no cigarette. A whole heap of we go through that, man. It's a serious situation. And we end up if you take care of them. And just like a real parent, a literal parent, where tough pan to take care of a child in any kind of way. A child on any level, man, me I tell you, wicked to raise them. But we can only do that through understanding the situation where we look upon. Knowing, so them have some serious issues or some serious problem then. And you have to end up a fight with all them same one for them own good. And I don't want you believe, say, is believe your mother never believe you and your sister when you not tell her of the ordeal with the stepfather.
So you wouldn't say that a mother Not trusting her children's words is exhibiting some form of disbelief, my brother?
No, man, I no believe she no believe. I pretend say she no believe. Because she don't want the responsibility of having to do anything about it.
Why is that?
Because, again, brethren, his ideas do everything for these people. Them not have nothing to do. All right. Let me tell you something. When many of them women we play the independent hero, when now settle for a society trick them says less, and them end up with the struggle will come, the natural struggles will come with that choice. Them women, they wish them could have walked from the responsibility of the child or children. And now if you deal with the round-the-clock demands of the child, where the man who no longer live with she, now have to deal with, on the same level where she have to deal with it.
You really believe that?
Yeah,
really?
Man. Yes. Me I tell you. When she say him get to go play domino, and fuck to her cousin them for KFC, and go home go watch Netflix, with head pan chest and then foot pan shoulder. And she now stuck with Pickney, a ball pan her, and she realized that this whole hero thing still. And nobody now say how strong and tough she is this week, that a last week news. And she don't know in herself, see, she mash up her thing. For nothing at all. She go cuss the man and find a problem with everything in most cases. Just like the suspect in Amanda and her sister. The people them end up get the brunt of the anger and frustration there. We are come mostly from regret.
Why is the mother doing that though?
Because, brethren, the era, I should have said then, heroine fighting for your cause have become her identity, brethren. Something which she feels mean a lot to a lot of people who boots her up for do it. So her self-esteem tied to that, so she have to keep it going. So the identity of the fighter is the identity, is the thing that define her. So when one battle over, she create a new one. Because that is who she is, a fighter. And this is the same in all conflict where you witness on every level. This is why you see social justice can't done no matter what them achieve. It become a quest for dominance rather than any kind of equality, because the fight is them identity.
Can't see themselves without it.
Yeah, man, the fight itself are them identity.
But can you really use the addiction analogy in this situation, my
What
brother?
do you mean we can use addiction in this analogy? What you talking about? Let me tell you something, man. At the same addiction on every level. Only that some people use alcohol, some use illicit drugs, and some use people.
Things really go like that, my brother?
Oh, you mean if something can go so? What you say? Woman especially. Yeah, man, just like Amanda, you know. Them hurt woman. Use man for dull the pain. Yeah, man, enough woman will become promiscuous. That them a do. It's an attempt to flee from the pain of reality, the pain and turmoil where in them reality. And them reality is even harder to bear because, again, them addicted to ideas. And the more them separate these ideas from the process, and the more them suffer. And the more them suffer, and the more them try to escape that suffering. In Amanda case, just like the girl we expect alkaline for appear out of just clothes will make somebody else look like him. Amanda, many other women end up get pregnant for a man with only a penis alone to him name, because it is obvious him don't want a condom. Yeah, man, me I tell you. Well, Amanda, let me tell you something. I can relate to your situation in so much ways you wouldn't even know. But I'm going to make you know something. Your mother don't eat you, you know. Your mother don't eat her children, may I tell you that. She just in the biggest fight of her life, and that fight is with her ego. She caught between doing the right thing and pleasing people, living up to the expectations of society. And again, we really appreciate the way how you brave up and find the courage. And I think you'll be very happy to know, say, me reach out to your father, and your father say him is more than happy. Overjoyed, as a matter of fact, at tears the man cry when him hear say you want to meet with him. And him say more than happy to meet him grandchild one of these days. Yeah, man, so me line up the meeting, check your email.
Hey! In the meantime, 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 in between time, time, in the meantime, in the meantime, in between time, time.